This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi there, I'm Kaylee O'Kelly with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Lifting mask restrictions, the Arizona Senate voting to rescind its mandatory mask policy. Democrats opposed against the measure call the move premature and unsafe. The House Speaker also rescinding the mask policy. University of Arizona moving into stage 3 of its instructional plan, allowing class sizes up to 100 students. However, school officials now say any student who tests positive for COVID-19 must quarantine for 14 days. Masks are also required in all campus buildings. Hard not to be excited for the women's basketball team there this morning. We do want to talk graduation plans for college students in Arizona. ASU announcing a virtual school-wide graduation ceremony, but individual colleges can host in-person commencement events. U of Arizona will have a series of in-person events. NAU will have a virtual graduation ceremony in a month. Today marks the second day for restaurant workers to get the vaccine. Fox Restaurant Concepts hosting the clinic for its employees across the state. The clinic is happening at Culinary Dropout at the Yard in Tempe. The business teaming up with Embry Health to administer the Johnson & Johnson single-dose shot. And now to a situation at the border. U.S. Border Patrol saying an average of 5,000 people are being stopped every day seeking asylum. A spokesman for Governor Doug Ducey says calling a state of emergency along the Arizona border is an option that's on the table if that's what it takes to get the federal government to pay for Arizona National Guardsmen to be sent there to the border. Well, it is the blame game when it comes to solving our issues at the U.S. border. Right now, an estimated 14,000 plus young undocumented immigrants are in federal custody. Governor Ducey blames President Biden for, quote, a broken border and says Vice President Kamala Harris is, quote, the worst possible choice to respond to the crisis. Our Justin Pizzera talked with Senator Kyrsten Sinema to get her thoughts on the border and if the Trump administration is to blame.
Well, Arizonans know that border policy in this country has been broken for generations. My entire lifetime, the border has been a disaster. And so this isn't new. It's not a Democrat or Republican problem, but it is an American problem, and we need to solve it. So I've called on Congress to take action to address quickly the flood of immigrants who are coming across our border. One, I'm working with our border towns, mayors, to help them with the crisis of migrants being released in their small communities, working in particular with the mayor of Gila Bend. He had to announce a state of emergency because it was so bad in his small town. I've also spoken directly with DHS Secretary Mayorkas and asked him to send extra resources to Arizona's border immediately to help support these small towns. And I got funding approved in the recent COVID package to give $110 million to local NGOs in border regions who are helping provide humanitarian assistance in the border.
Do you think the VP is the right one to lead this?
Action is what tells me who's the right person. So let's see a couple weeks, see how it's going, ask me again. What matters here is action. Will action be taken to address this crisis? We know it's been happening year after year after year. We have to fix it.
So it's not
Thank
just
you,
President
Justin.
Trump.
We gotta go.
No, this is every president.
Senator Kyrsten Sinema there. And now to a sight for sore eyes, the D-backs at Chase Field. The team posting this picture to social media with the caption, "Hello, old friend." The team taking on the Cleveland Indians today at Chase. Final spring training game of the season. The regular season opener happens Thursday.
Well, it's going to be a warm and breezy day. Time now for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Not quite as warm as yesterday, though. We'll back away at least a few degrees from the 90s. Today, a high of 86 degrees after reaching 89 yesterday. We'll see less cloud cover with clear skies across the state today, and temperatures, again, that aren't going to be as warm across Arizona. We'll see highs in the mid-80s today in Yuma. They hit 90 yesterday. Mid to upper 70s at Lake Havasu and Bullhead City, with highs in the 50s and 60s across northern Arizona. Sedona could reach 70. Breezes here in the valley today, gusts at times near 25 miles an hour, but the strongest winds will be along the Colorado River in northwest Arizona and also southeast Arizona, where we have wind advisories, but also red flag warnings for that southeast pocket of our state. Temperatures today in the mid-80s, tomorrow upper 80s, then we're into the 90s for the first time this year, Thursday, Friday, reaching a high of 94 degrees, overnight lows in the 60s. By the weekend, we could reach 97 on Saturday, possibly a record-tying day.
And for the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com or download our free mobile app. Make it a great day.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.